The sun bathed the small town street in a golden glow, illuminating two identical storefronts. Twin brothers, Samer and Ronnie, stood before their inheritance with hearts full of hope. "A new chapter begins today," they whispered. They shared a look of pure optimism, ready to honor their father's legacy together. But as the seasons turned, their paths began to pull apart. While the morning dew still clung to the grass, Samer was already at his porch, sweeping with a smile and greeting every neighbor by name. He meticulously stacked his inventory, his eyes bright with purpose. In stark contrast, Ronnie's shop remained shuttered at noon. He spent his hours lounging in the shadows, dismissing curious customers with a lazy wave of his hand. Samer worked late into the night, his face lit by the soft glow of a ledger lamp, while Ronnie's sign hung crooked and forgotten. 5 years later, the consequences were written on the walls. Ronnie's shop was a ghost of its former self, filled with dust and empty shelves. From his dim doorway, he watched the vibrant energy across the street. Samer's store was a bustling hub of life, overflowing with customers and expanding into the neighboring unit. The silence in Ronnie's shop grew deafening as the weight of his neglected choices finally began to settle in his chest. A decade passed. Ronnie stood before a "for rent" sign. His legacy vanished. With his head bowed low, he walked the familiar path across the street, entering the thriving world his brother had built. Samer stood behind the counter, the picture of professional success. Ronnie reached out with trembling hands, offering a simple job application. The silence stretched between them for a heartbeat. Samer looked at the paper, then at his brother's weary eyes. Without a word of judgment, he set the application aside and offered a firm, brotherly handshake, pulling him back into the fold. Samer whispered, "Same blood, same start, different choices. It is never too late to make new ones." As the world blurred into a soft focus, one truth remained: consistency is the architect of success.